So as I started, you guys know that so much of this is like songs and stuff on my channel. So the song that we got going on today that brought in the energy is actually, it's this song called Never Personal by Delocksmith and featuring Slain. It just started like Deluxe just started like rapping in my head. All right. I don't know if this is something like, honestly, for the longest time, I feel like people take the most ridiculous shit out on me when it comes to business relations. And I always say to myself, like, how fucking unprofessional are you? Like, you just let your personal business go all over something that's not supposed to be personal. It's supposed to be business. Like, people don't know how to differentiate between the two. They don't know how to separate the two. They don't know how to keep one there and one visible, you know, like, all right. Fuck them idols you idolize. They can't save you. Asking for forgiveness. It's never personal, bitch. Okay? Somebody's going to ask for forgiveness, possibly, in something that they did to you business-wise, and it's going to be like, you fucked me. Like, you're going to come over here and, like, just start talking like we're buddies again? Some people say do not mix business with pleasure. Okay, so we have Saturn here, which is a huge cycle, life lesson with family, fourth house, roots, private life, and then Libra? Asking for forgiveness. It's business, never personal, bitch. You know, and I was watching this episode last night of Working Moms. Hey, Pam! Oh my gosh, what's going on? Steven, Pam, my moderators. Okay, I actually don't know what I was going to say there, and I feel like I cut myself off for a reason, because sometimes I'm not allowed to say certain things on camera. Oh no, okay, it was just about working moms. Okay, I think I can say that. I was watching an episode where she actually got fired from a company. Her son, her like baby, got sick, measles, and measles can kill babies. And she had to leave work, and they fired her. And it was such a fucking low blow. And so she meets up with her boss in the future, and she's like, you know, like, what you guys did to me, like, it really wasn't fair. And he actually agrees with her. He's like, no, what we did to you wasn't fair. And she was like, she thought she was going to get in trouble. You know, she thought she was going to get the rundown again. And instead, her ex-boss that still works for the company that fucked her over was like, you got to go for it, and you got to go for the jugular. Okay, this isn't personal, but it was for her, and they made something very personal at her home life, something business while she was at, you know, but that's the thing is, like, if you work, okay, like, your personal life it should stay at home, okay? But for people with babies or emergencies and special, you know, circumstances, that's where your business has to step in and go, I know you cannot perform your duties right now because something personal is going on, and I'm going to allow you to do your personal thing because it's life and personal. You can't do life without personal, right? But those business people that don't allow people to have a personal life as if suddenly it doesn't exist, or act like they're all business and they could never step into your shoes even though they're fucking there or they have been there, right? It's just like complete debauchery that you could possibly bring this type of nonsense in, that your son is dying and you expect to go home from work. It's like, bitch, I'll just walk out. And that's what she did. She walked out, okay? And then she got a big lump sum because she was so in the right and her company was so in the wrong, but she was dealing with a company that's big. We're dealing with big time people. They think they're big time, right? But they don't understand that they're all just one person, right? Like, you want to break down the big company, you're going to get a bunch of little pussies at the bottom of the totem pole, okay? Just because they're up there when they're all together in their CEO uniforms and shit, they all go home and break up their little team, and they're all just as vulnerable at the end of the day as anybody else is. Being up in an ivory tower doesn't stop you from being harmed. If any, you get up yourself on a fucking ivory tower, you might just get shot the fuck down if you don't play your cards right. If you start treating people like they're shit. Oh, shit rolls downhill, bitch. Like, you weren't down on that hill one day? You're going to treat everybody like you don't know what that's like? You know, you can just maybe put your shit at the dump. You don't got to roll it down to anybody, okay? So, and she gets some money because of that. And there could be something coming up possibly with the Saturn. You know, Saturn is 27 years. Okay. So there could be something along the lines of a cycle that you've been dealing with for a very long time. Okay. And it's coming up to a wrap, and they're doing the evaluation, which is this Libra energy. Okay. On your family, i.e. the fourth house, which is obviously the people that had something to do with this Saturn return or the Saturn cycle. Okay. So it seems like they're having a huge fucking evaluation right now. And because, you know, like, again, so say you were maybe in business with your family or something, and you needed to take time off and they fired you or they treated you like shit. Like, well, if you're not going to bring any money in for this family, then you're nothing. You're garbage. We're going to kick you out of here. We're going to do this all by ourselves instead of you. They could have like kicked you out of something, which could be, you know, some type of Libra misjustice, you know, in reverse or something. As we know, people, this is a general message. Okay. So please only take what resonates and discard the rest. Oh, I have my window open and someone's cutting their grass. Oh, the smells are back, people. Okay, give me this Saturn, please. Three of Pentacles in reverse. The Fool in reverse. The Ace of Coins. The Six of Pentacles. The Fool. And Strength. Yikes. Okay, so look at this. Clearly, this has something to do with money. Okay, Six of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. So it seems like somebody possibly was supposed to give you something so then you could have started a business. So you could have started something and they were supposed to do something with you as a team. And so Three of Pentacles in reverse, they did not work with you as a team. Okay, they rolled the dice on this and the dice did not give them the answer that they were looking for. Okay. So this Strength and the Fool in reverse, it seems like they acted big and it fooled in reverse. It backfired. Okay. Or it's going to backfire. Okay. What is this fourth house? Loss and sadness with the Five of Cups. Whoops-a-daisies. Whoops-a-daisies. Oh, like it almost kind of seems like I'm getting Kobe Bryant. Fucking helicopter went down. Empress in reverse. Did the Empress go down? Somebody's mother is in sadness right now. because they couldn't, I don't know, possibly manipulate somebody out of their money, or they couldn't, I don't know, they also could be angry. Okay, they could be angry about something. Heartbreak. 3 of Swords. With the 5 of Wands. These are like, honestly, the cards that are coming out. Oh, nice. 6 of Swords, finally leaving conflict behind. High Priestess in reverse. Like, these cards are violent. Okay, there's a lot of violence here. Like, it just seems like somebody tried to, like, gain a one-up on somebody, okay, for this new beginning. And I think they were supposed to be very generous with it, or the money that came in, the opportunity that came in was very generous, meaning it was supposed to be split among 3 people, and 1 fucking person took it. What up, JK Lovin'? Okay. Somebody pulled a fast one on you. Okay. And they have some very strong opinions. That's the thing, is I don't really think this mother is sad. I think this mother is angry. Okay, she's angry. This Saturn return did not bring her the success that she wanted. So when this money came in that she was supposed to split 3 different ways, she took it all herself. She fucking took it all herself. Dirty bitch. Dirty. She fucking played dirty, this Empress, man. She didn't have enough resources, so she came and took yours. There's the Tower. Illumination with the Tower. Fucking universe is blowing this up right now, because with this High Priestess in reverse and this Heartbreak card, okay, and now the fact that you get to leave this all behind. This Empress has secrets. She has a lot of secrets. Somebody's mother has a lot of secrets. They're lying. It's not even like necessarily that they're lying, but like they're an omittance of truth is breaking the law. Okay, so this mother was supposed to tell you about something. They're supposed to give you something very generous, by the way. Okay, and they rolled the dice and they just took it. And whatever they thought they were going to be able to do with it, I don't know if they lost it on them, they gambled it away. I don't know what they did to it. I don't know if suddenly everything broke down on them, like their house broke down on them, their car broke down on them, things started breaking down on them. So whatever this money was, they could have had to buy a new car and a new house or a new place or something like that. And all that money that you could have spent to help yourself, they used to start another life. Okay. And with this High Priestess in reverse, it revealed a lot about them, okay? Like, they have these secrets, but the universe knows about it. So they're not keeping secrets from, they might be keeping secrets from the 3D people, but the universe fucking knows what they're doing. Okay, they know this betrayal. And again, look at this. I mean, it's so ironic. Both these cards are in reverse, but it's the 3 of Pentacles and the 3 of Swords. And as you can see, this whatever this is, this 6 of Pentacles, okay, was supposed to be broken up in 3 ways. Okay, and then look at the heartbreak. The heartbreak happens between 2 people. Okay, there's 3 dice there, which means 1 fucking person took everything and betrayed the other 2 people. Okay, that's how I feel. Like two shots to the heart. Like somebody, like 2 different people took a shot because 1 person wanted it all for themselves. 1 person was greedy as fuck. They didn't want to work with the other 2, so they just took it. Ace of Swords in reverse on the bottom of the deck. They was very, like, it was successful in the fact that it worked. Yes, they took it, but it's not the way that they think. There's contracts in reverse. Okay, so they could now be getting possibly in trouble. Okay, because say if this has something to do with a will and this money was supposed to be split 3 different ways, this money is going to come through on their taxes. There's going to be something that red lights them, that somebody's going to flag okay, and go like, this doesn't make sense. And this has come up before with somebody doing their taxes and getting fucked over and realizing that they got busted for taking money that they weren't supposed to. Okay, and it's not even like the CRA notices it because this person is supposed to be giving it to somebody else. They notice it because there's going to be something claimed on their taxes, and it's not right. It's like all of their money is taken up and there's no money left. Like, how are they supposed to eat? How are they supposed to pay their bills? Right? So it's a huge flag. Like, this person can't take in just enough money to pay all their, to pay for these extra things that they bought when there's rent and there's mortgages and there's bills and there's food. This person says they have a car. Well, then they have to pay for gas, right? Like, the government knows a little bit more than what you think. Like, yes, your taxes are being done by basically machines. Okay, these people are reading your taxes so quickly and going on to the next one, especially during tax season, right? They don't have a whole lot of time to sit there and study each case, but there are certain flags that they are trained to notice instantly. That doesn't take much time. Okay, so I don't know if somebody was just thinking that their tax guy was going to be an idiot and nobody was going to notice that they didn't have a single dime left after they bought these. I feel like somebody bought like 2 things. I'm getting 2 things. And I mean, if you went out and bought a brand new car, I mean, people are stupid as fuck. The second you buy a brand new car, that thing depreciates like 3/4 of what it's actually worth just coming off the lot. Like, oh man, my ex, he bought like it was back in the day, brand new Grand Prix. He bought it for like $50,000, something like that, and then with taxes in, it was just ridiculous. And then he saw like the value of it on the streets, and I don't think he realized it. Once he did it, he realized it, and I don't think he'll ever buy a brand new car again, because the thing is they're such a fucking joke. It's a gag. Okay, brand new cars are a gag. Okay, like, honestly, they only give them to you and update your contracts and shit because they made all these cars and there's nowhere for them to go. Honestly, if people didn't have existing contracts and then be able to trade their vehicles in, a lot of those new vehicles probably wouldn't leave the fucking lot. Okay, so honest, it's because it's such a scam. It's such an overpriced market for cars. Okay, right now I'm in the market for a $2,000 car, and I've already seen it in my dreams, but I'm like, and I'm not even being cheap. It's just this type of car that I'm actually looking for around this time would only be about $2,000. Even juiced up, it would still only be like maybe $3,000 at the max. So I'm like, that's how much I would have spent most likely on my next car. Okay, and I'm gonna pay it off, and that's it. I do not spend money on stupid shit. For one, I don't even like new cars. I like older cars. I like the old Oldsmobiles and like the old Cavaliers, and like I like that shit. Okay, I don't like these new cars. I don't like how they drive. I don't like that most of them are robotic. I like to drive my own car. Thank you. I do not let any robot drive my fucking car. I don't like the doors to open automatically. Like, I can open up my own fucking door. Okay, it's just a gag. It's a gag. Somebody got gagged. Okay, and I don't know if they went out and bought some stupid brand new car and like it broke down in the first week or some shit like that. Okay, they had a strong opinion. They keep wanting me to look at this. Like, they had a very strong opinion on what they were going to do. And like, I deserve this. I want this. I can get myself this. I don't need to give it to them, right? And they kept this. I think that's the main secret, okay, is that they kept a lot from you when it came to this 6 of Pentacles. Okay, and Hangman in reverse. They did, the Hangman upright is a sacrifice and then waiting. So I feel like somebody is, with the Page of Swords, this definitely was something that was kept from you that you have been waiting to come through, but they sacrificed it. So I almost feel like now this is going to be, okay, well, you sacrifice my time, my money, my energy, all this. Now I'm going to sacrifice yours. I'm going to take this away from you. I'm going to make you sacrifice. Okay. Partnerships, 2 of Cups in reverse. This is not going to go the way that they think it's going to go. I don't know, again, if they plan on coming to you and like apologizing to you and saying like, hey, listen, I'm sorry I took this money. I mean, it's business, never personal, bitch. So it's like, I don't know if they're going to come to you personally and you're like, fuck, bitch, that was business. Don't come, like, again, don't come to me all lovey-dovey and that you try to do something good for me. Like, you costed me a business. That's business. That's money. You costed somebody money. Again, I don't know how they think they can get so fucking personal all of a sudden with it. There is a contract here. I just don't know if they signed it without you or if this was like a contract as in like a will or inheritance or something like that, that these people trusted some type of kin to give to you and instead they took it. And this is just the analogy. Okay, it's just an analogy. Whatever it means in real life, take it if it does, right? Queen of Coins. Look at that. Generous, caring, and nurturing. So I kind of feel like this is you. And then there's sudden change with the Eight of Wands and then a stalemate, crossroads, and a wish come true. So I do feel like something is going to change quick because, I mean, it could have been hidden from you for a while. So obviously the universe wants to bring it up now because now is the time for the change to happen. This could have been happening for quite a long time. Like, I know this one chick, and this is coming up right now. Her dad died and gave her some inheritance money, and she went out and bought, like I said, a brand new truck. She went out and bought a brand new Dodge Ram back in the day. This was like 20 years ago. And the guy who was dating her is the one who told me about it. So he was with her when she bought the truck, and he said she spent over 3 quarters of her inheritance just on that vehicle alone. And he's like, it was such a fucking waste and such, he's like, it was really hard for her to for him to watch her spend all of this money that her dad just died to leave her this money, right? And just to give it away like that, all to a vehicle. Like, I hope she fucking drives that truck for the next 20 years. You know, if you're going to spend that much money on something after somebody dies, like, that was supposed to help her with her education. That was supposed to help her with somewhere to live. That was supposed to help build her life, not buy her a fucking truck. Okay? But people are stupid with their money. Okay? Especially when other people are super generous to them and there's still a kid in a candy store. They don't know, how to hold on to it. They don't know how to make a nice inheritance check last for 27 years, to put it into something, to invest it into something. So then you have somewhere you could say, like, it was, if it was 10 or 20 grand or something, I mean, you could put that on a down payment for or you can buy a piece of land, or you can get, buy a cottage, a small cottage on a river or something and just dedicate it to them. And, and then you could grow old there. That could end up being, the one spot that you live for the rest of your life. And you just, take the next 20 years to build it up to your sanctuary and then die there. Right. It's like this, whatever this money was, I don't think, keeping it from you was the smart move. Because I think you really could have done something with it, and they're the ones that fucked it up. And when the universe looked at them, they were the more mature option. They were the ones given the money to distribute. Therefore, somebody trusted them. And they didn't fucking follow through on what they said they were going to do. Okay, and that caused somebody to go into a stalemate because they couldn't cross the threshold without the money that was supposed to be given to them. Like, for all they know, this money was lined up with something that you were only going to get to if you had it. And if you didn't have it, then you were going to live a really hard and challenging life that they could have helped avoid. But if they don't want to really help you and if they don't really love you, okay, then they're going to steal something from you and say, it's because I need a brand new car and I need a brand new house and I need all this brand new stuff and I didn't prepare myself, so I'm not going to give you this because I don't have to. Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. They definitely were supposed to give this to you and not just keep it, okay? So, again, whatever the freaking analogy is, just take it if it resonates. I have no idea what you're talking about, Steven. You bought a new lover? Or do you think they bought a new lover? Is that what you're saying? They could have. Okay. All right, next reading, people. Take what resonates. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I'm getting a message of a Queen of Swords is no longer upset about something going wrong. Something happened, and it really upset this queen. I don't know what it was. Okay, it's almost as if the analogy would be like your boyfriend goes out on, for a night without you and has all this fun and it doesn't include you. Okay, it's like somebody left you out of something and it really hurt. It hurt. It caused damage. And I don't think they realized, like, oh, you would want to have fun with me like that. Like, you would want to do that with me. And you're like, are you crazy? Of course I would. Right? It's like, I don't know, like they're going to play Dungeons and Dragons without this person, having the most amazing time. Like, this queen finds out about it and she's like, what the fuck? Like, what if I wanted to do that? And this person's like, really? You would want to do that? And then she's like, well, I don't know. But like, I mean, she's pretty intellectual, right? Like she's, the Queen of Swords, I wouldn't say is one to like take risks. Okay. But if she knows the truth about everything and she knows the logic of everything and she can weigh the pros and cons, then like, fuck yeah, she'll do something. Why not? As long as you don't lie to her, like, are we going sword fishing that's about to kill me? Right. Or are we just going for a walk in the woods? Right. It's like, don't lie to her or she'll fucking tear you a new one. Okay, so I think this person was like, well, I don't know how to get around that. So then they hurt her instead. Okay, and then justice in reverse. And that was really unjustified. Like that, you didn't have to do that. Somebody didn't have to do something to somebody. Okay, and then it's not like, I feel like it's not like they planned it out or anything. Okay, I'm not getting that like they sat and they made this decision to start doing something behind somebody's back. Like, I definitely don't think it was that. I think it was just, maybe it was a different style, or maybe they just hadn't, maybe it was like a new relationship or something, and they had never talked about this. They never shared it with them to say, hey, by the way, I, really like playing D&D, and like, I don't know if you know what that is. And then they were maybe expecting this person to be like, ew, you play Dungeons and Dragons, you fucking loser, blah, blah, blah. Okay. When really, who's to say that this person was like, I've heard about that game. Can I like play with you one time? Right. Somebody doesn't, it's like, again, they didn't, I don't see this person planning it out like this was what they were going to do and they were just going to play D&D all the time and never tell their girlfriend about it or something like that. Okay, and again, please remember, this is just an analogy. It's really weird to say, but it's just an analogy. Okay, and I feel like, this Queen of Swords, it's like, why didn't you just tell me? Right? Because now she feels kind of, betrayed that the Emperor, yes, Bob with the games, okay? Like this Emperor is just going out and playing games without her. And it's like, it's kind of heartbreaking. Like, why wouldn't you just tell me? Like, that's stupid. I want to play the games. I love playing games, right? And then they're like, what? Really? Like, as if they were going to judge them on it or something like that, which is misjustice. Okay, it's almost like there's the Ace of Wands. Like, they misjudge somebody really bad. And like, again, didn't mean to do it. It's almost like maybe they were a little almost ashamed that they play D&D all the time, and like they feel like a loser or something like that. And it's like, okay, well, if you feel like a loser and you don't want to tell people about it, then like, you got to work on your confidence a little bit, okay? Because like, who cares if people make fun of you? For one, who gives a shit? People suck, okay? And like, you should be able to tell people what you do. If you feel like you're being judged, you're with the wrong people. Okay? Or just know that everybody judges everybody for stupid shit and just get over it. Who cares? I mean, it's whatever. It's whatever somebody wants to do with being judged. I mean, it's not just don't fucking lie about it, okay? Because the Queen just doesn't want you to lie about it. And then this little one, it's almost like it sparks an idea, right? Like they don't realize that this partner is a little bit more smarter than they think. Like they can pick up the rules for D&D, like they're not retarded, okay? They can understand and read the instructions, right? And then they might be a little bit more of a whippersnapper with that than what this person thought, okay? You got to trust people here. Someone's not trusting somebody. Okay, and they were knocking at the door trying to get, let in, and this person was ignoring them like, oh, you're never going to accept me. And, again, like, I mean, how long do you really expect to have some type of secret altered life without your partner finding out about it? Good luck, okay? Never fucking lie in relationships. It's going to bite your ass back, and somebody's going to be all by themselves with nobody to hang out with anymore. And that's just the way that shit is going to work, okay? You got to trust. There's death. Barb. Man, poor Barb. She's like one of the first ones to die in the show. Man, with the hangman. Oh, there's Billy. And then the Hierophant. Okay. And then the Sanctuary. Okay. And then so Will gets, okay, so it's almost like somebody really has to, just dust something out, okay? Like, who cares if the fucking cool people don't do that? Tell your fucking people that you date what you do, because eventually they're going to find out about it. And if you lie, then they're going to break up with your ass because you're stupid for fucking lying, okay? Might as well just get it all out right in the beginning. By the way, I'm a super freak. There's these things I don't do. These things I do. And, if that's going to be a problem with you. I mean, you know how many places that I've been hired or, gone to like interviews with and the managers have been like, listen, this is a place where this manager really likes things like this. And this co-manager likes things like this. And if you can't be that way, then you can't, say forever now or, hold your peace, because you're going to have to act a certain way when you're here. You can either be that character or not be that character and be like, fuck that, I can't act like that, I gotta go. Okay, like some people can't hide it. They can't hide their personality. They have to let it show because they're not ashamed of themselves. Okay, I feel like somebody is a little bit ashamed of themselves or ashamed of the things that they do, and they have to realize that this is a fucking safe place. Your relationships are supposed to be safe places. Doesn't matter what relationship it is, it's supposed to be a sanctuary, it's supposed to be a safe place. okay, where you can be, right, in peace. And then with the Hangman, like, that would be, he ends up playing hero, but he saves everybody. Or Eddie, sorry, Eddie. I said Billy? Eddie. Eddie saves everybody, but he sacrifices himself to save everybody. So it's almost like somebody's got to make a sacrifice to be honest about something and possibly sacrifice a relationship, right? And everything might change, right? And the thing is with everything might change is the fact that everything might change for good. Okay? Not for bad, for good. Right? Imagine having this weird, like, obsession with, I don't know, I'm hearing wheatgrass. I don't know what the fuck that is, but anyways, and then you meet somebody obsessed with wheatgrass, and then you didn't want to show them your apartment because you were growing wheatgrass in it everywhere. And then this person, you know, finally just comes over and like walks in your apartment and sees all this wheatgrass. And then you're like, oh my God, you're going to think I'm such a crazy idiot, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, I have that obsession too. How cool would that be? Think about it. All right. You got to let your freak fly. That's what I'm hearing. Got to let your freak fly. Okay. Just like Eddie. Eddie didn't give a fuck what anybody thought about him. Okay? Doesn't care what he wears. Doesn't care if people make fun of him. Doesn't care he's still in high school and like 29. Okay? Eddie doesn't give a fuck. And neither should you. Plain and simple. Okay? And if that person is like, ew, gross, you're so, you know, not for me, then whatever. The game is not for them. You fucking walk away. But you just might find that this is the best person for the crime. That's what I just heard. So I'm going to leave it at that because that was a great reading right there. So we're going to move it on to the next one and not spoil it. Thus we not destroy it. Oh, I know you are, Stephen. And you know how I know that you're open to it? I have said many of analogies that involve closeted gay people and people in marriages, which would be closeted gays, obviously, but married, right? And just tormenting their friends and tormenting the people around them. And you have never gotten offended once by me. So that's how I know you're in your energy, buddy. Like, and that's such a good thing because people who can't hear the truth because it is so much the truth, right, get so like violent about things. And it's really upsetting because it's like, okay, well, clearly you're not comfortable in your energy and you're still pushing it out like the entire world is supposed to care about exactly how you think and go exactly the way that you want and only say the things that make you comfortable. Like, how is that a good life? To only hear things that make you comfortable or to make people say things that make you comfortable or to only talk about things that you're comfortable with? Like, how much of a comfortable life do you fucking need? You got to walk around with a little pillow on your ass like you're on a little fucking floating carpet and some genies just floating you around town? Like, the fuck? People are so fucked. Okay? And look at this. The world just came out with the wheel. The world and the wheel. I'm going to say the wheel first and then the world. So the wheel, no. Okay. So the world, something stops. Okay. And 11 is safe. Okay. That's a little 11's hand. And then that's Hopper's hand. Okay. And 11 is safe. And then once 11 is safe, everything changes. Okay, I'm getting the goosebumps all over my body right now. So somebody, you know, life is going to change. There's strength. And Max, honestly, Max is such a fucking tough character. Like, she's a tomboy. And then she kicks it with those boys. Okay, honestly, they think she's all like cute and stuff. And like Lucas really likes her. And they're so intrigued by this girl that, like, you know, skateboards and has awesome hair hair and like, right. So they're so intrigued by her, but they think they're geeks, like, because they like Dungeons and Dragons. So, and they really like Max, and they think that Max isn't gonna, and then Max becomes like their best friend and joins the Dungeons and Dragons crew and becomes their best friend and starts dating Lucas. Like, you know, you can't judge a book by its cover, you know, just because you think you're a nerd at something. I mean, what does that mean? That's so mean to say about yourself. Okay? That is just so damn mean to say about yourself, okay? You treat yourself better than that, god damn it. And you just might find your greatest match. So let your freak fly. She even, like, once she finds out everything, she kind of, like, laughs at them, like, you fucking idiots, why didn't you just tell me that this is the shit you did? Like, the Queen of Dice, you know, like, why didn't you just tell me that you did this? What the fuck? Like, this is what you do. Like, this is awesome. Why wouldn't you tell me? Like, okay. We're doing the magic cards here, so something magical might have been going on here. Let's see. Athame with boundaries in reverse. Ancestors in reverse. Security in reverse. Okay, so somebody definitely has to amp up security around their house. Look at hearth and home underneath the homecoming, okay? Somebody needs to beef up the security in their house, okay? You need to put them boundaries up. Some of these boundaries have slipped, and there could possibly be something that you do not want in your home. Ghosts from the past, because there's ancestors here in reverse with remembrance. Could be some ghost from the past that still has power. Yeah, okay. So somebody's property has some very attached dead souls in it, and you need to like clear that out and then seal it and protect it. Okay. Definitely like a Palo Santo cleanse, and then maybe even possibly like a salt boundary in your windows, salt boundaries at your front door and your back door. Yeah, there's definitely an attack in a house, and it could just be your home, okay? And it's powerful because it's dead. It's a powerful dead spirit. We have witch twice, okay? Clear your altar. There's hex. Okay, and there's the protection, the ring of protection. Okay, so there's definitely like some type of negative energy that's trying to point a finger at you. You might notice that like if you spill things or stub your toe, could be hurting yourself around your house. That's this negative energy. Okay, that has it's possibly latched itself on to something that you have on your altar. Okay, so again, the Palo smoke cleanse. Okay, clear your crystals. You can definitely like run them under cold water. You can sit them out in the moon. You can also even charge them in the sun. A lot of people love to charge their selenite crystals in the sun. You can put them out in your garden, charge them, put them back in their places. I mean, these selenite towers All right. This one's falling apart on me right now because I broke it, but it still stands up, to be honest. You can put those statues around your house and around your windows, around your doors, and it just helps keep the energy from coming into your house and violating you and violating your boundaries. Okay, so somebody definitely needs to do a little bit of a cleansing to protect themselves. Again, it doesn't really seem like it's much work. It just kind of seems like something has just, I heard, overstayed its welcome. And now it's time for them to go because they could be attaching some negative energy towards you. They could definitely be pointing some negative energy at you, which you're then going to point at other people or things around you. It's just an overall very nasty energy that can obviously be cleansed and cleared very quickly and then told never to come back. Okay. So another quick reading. And I'm going to do one more and then peace out. Okay. Okay. Whoa. Huge reading here. Okay, so from the looks of it, From the looks of it, there's been some type of like fight going on. I don't know if you're a part of it. I don't know if it's a fight about you, but there's a fight going on. Okay. And it's not supposed to be happening. I feel like you're unable to defend yourself in something, which means this could be like third-party gossip. Okay, people talking shit behind your back. Okay, the next card is the fucking Tower. Okay, so whatever, haul it and forget it. Yeah, whatever these people are fucking talking about and running your mouth, or they're running their mouths about, look at that, the twister. Things are gonna change. 10-10, okay? There's a twist of fates here with this Tower. Okay, and then the 9 of Needles afterwards in reverse. Whatever this twist of fate is, whatever this Tower is, it takes the anxiety away from somebody almost instantly. Okay, oh my God. I just pulled the 9-11 card, and now there's 9 people in the live and 11 likes. 9 and 9. Okay, 9 and 9. There's definitely a fucking emergency here. That Tower that comes down, it's a twist of fate. It's a twist of events that lines up to destroy something. Okay. And if people have been talking shit behind your back and not allowing you to defend yourself, it's time to move on. It's time to shut them down. And obviously literally shut it down. If the analogy would be that they were in some type of temple, really, because the temple is right there, okay, it's coming down. That temple is not going to keep them safe anymore. Okay, and it's something that maybe now you don't have to worry about, okay, because there's the Ace of Wands and then the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. So I almost feel like that could be an analogy of somebody thinking that they're going to get something, that something's incoming, and it's not. Okay, it actually isn't. Maybe it's a part of this Tower. Maybe somebody thinking that they are talking shit then they're going to get something for it. Okay, like, oh, if we keep talking shit, then we're going to get this. I don't know what this is, okay, but they don't get it. Chariot in reverse with the World in reverse. I think they were really hoping that whatever the Eight of Pentacles was going to give them was going to be able to send them on their way and cut somebody out completely. Okay, but instead, their tower came down, destroyed them. This could be like somebody could have put some type of hex on your house or something like that, and they wanted the spirits to get it away from you, and they wanted you to have to move again, and like their fucking house lights up in flames. Okay, like somebody calls 911. I don't know what the tower is, but actually, you know how I know that this is happening? I was on the road yesterday, but my sister was driving for once. Usually I'm always the driver, but I was a little bit exhausted yesterday, so she drove. And so I was like looking off into the fields, and I was having such a nice drive. And then all of a sudden this like thick black smoke and flames across the way, like over the valley, but the valley kind of peaked. So I was able to see, and then there was something on fire, and it wasn't good. Black smoke is not good. It was heavy black smoke. And then just for a second, I saw flames. Something was seriously on fire. Okay. And when it burns like that, I've been a part of something like that. I didn't start it, obviously. What up, Wolfgang? Okay. I didn't start it, obviously, but I watched those firefighters at one point just have to stop, and they were just staring because there was nothing they could do. That house was fucking burning to the ground. The only thing that they could do was spray the other houses on both sides, right? And keep the houses on either side as soaked as possible, because their efforts, there was like, I think I counted 13 fire trucks just on the block for her house. Okay, majority of them weren't even doing anything. I think it was just the firemen. That's their truck. They got to come in on a truck. Obviously, they got to get there somehow, right? So majority of the trucks weren't even being used. But then there was a major street on the other side of her backyard. So then there was 4 or 5 fire trucks lined up on that side of the road as well, spraying her backyard. So then nothing, because there was a pool back there and there was a lot of trees back there. So they were spraying the backyard, so then the backyards didn't catch on fire. Okay, like, I mean, but again, they just watched that house burn for a while. And then when they were able to go in a couple days later, after the fire marshal cleared it, they said there was like 5 feet of water in their basement. Okay, like that's how much got pumped into that house. And they just, like I said, just had to watch. Okay, they just had to be bystanders. Half those firefighters couldn't do shit. All right, and that's the truth. So something could happen. And I mean, you want to run your mouth. It's the 5 of Wands. You want to run your mouth like that about people and talk shit, and don't allow them to defend themselves, because they're not saying anything when you're around. They're only saying it when you're not around. Okay, so they're running their mouths so much, okay, that they're like literally liar pants on fire. They start their own fire in this house. Maybe it is a house fire. Spirit wants to cut them out. And I think it's because they cut you out. You know, they cut you out, so shall it be. Like, it's going to come back to you now. You weren't supposed to do that. So whoever fucking knows what these people are, but look at that, the bouncer card with sex. There's the fire. You did finally make it. You never make it. And then there's witch. Of course. Why is it always a fucking witch? Jesus. With this Ace of Wands, like she just lit the fire and walked away. Okay, or she's going to light the fire and walk away. So you know what I feel like? And actually, I got this premonition. Cindy, all right, here we go. Fucking stupid Cindy. I don't know. I mean, that woman is a pathological liar. She's been lying since I've known her, so that's 30 years. The one thing you got to understand about dementia and about, you know, losing your mind, okay, is that other people, I think at one point, you know, if you lie that much and you're getting old, you're going to forget your lies, okay? You're going to forget all the things that you said for 30, 40 years, and what actually really happened is going to start kicking in. Okay. And then that's when the dementia starts kicking in. That's where you're going to start, forgetting everything, because you're not going to forget. You're not going to forget really what actually happened if you were telling the truth. But because these people didn't tell the truth, their lies now are fading. And what really happened is remaining. Okay. So I do think these people were definitely very drunk. Okay. 1013. 1013 is shots fired, by the way. Okay. Shots fired. So I do believe that somebody drinks. Okay. And I feel like this is possible that they are still drinking with their Alzheimer's and dementia because they don't really think that they have it, because they're not willing to accept that they're starting to forget shit, and they get drunk and they leave the stove on and they cause a fire. Okay. Whoever this person is, they're very mean. They're very overindulgent. And like, look in her sleep gown. Okay. They could be drunk on the couch with a cigarette. And I know that they make cigarettes differently now, that they don't actually burn down places like they used to anymore. But it's the analogy of, she could fall asleep with a bunch of candles, like if it's some stupid fucking candle, it's, probably got objects in it and the object catches fire. I know this one chick that makes candle holders made of wood. Like, do you just want the whole place to fucking burn down, you moron? Who the fuck makes candle holders out of wood? You're just asking for it, okay? So I don't know how dumb this person is, but they definitely are out of their mind, and 911 is getting called. Shots fired. It's a bloody mess. Okay, they're not getting where they think they're gonna go, okay? Lover in reverse. I just heard lovers in a dangerous time. Lovers in a dangerous time. They're dangerous. This is dangerous. They're about to light their fucking houses on fire, drunk, passed out on the couch. Okay. Lover in reverse, and then the guilt trip in reverse. I almost feel like they're not going to be able to say, oh, it wasn't my fault. I fell asleep by accident. Okay, they're not going to be able to guilt trip somebody like, oh, I haven't slept in weeks. Of course I was going to fall asleep. What did you expect? This person's going to be like, I'm not your little bitch slave anymore. Okay, I'm not your little lover anymore. Maybe they're not having sex anymore. Maybe the passion is gone. Okay, and that's why they set the house on fire. Right? And they're not going to be able to pull something out of their ass that gets them a get out of jail free card anymore. Okay, they just lit the fucking house on fire. Look at disease. Alzheimer's is a disease. They have a fucking disease, son. And it might be, oh, I'm sorry, I don't remember all the lies I told 20 years ago because I'm a fucking psychopath. Okay? Like a fucking degenerate, pathological, lying sociopath that now does not remember all their lies because they're too fucking drunk. Okay? And there's the sperm donor. Somebody gives them a lot of something. Okay? And now I don't think they're going to be able to give them the benefit of the doubt anymore. They just started a fire. Woo-wee. The connection. The turtle. This is kind of something that I think somebody's been watching somebody slowly deteriorate. Okay. And they're looking at liar. I told you. And they're slowly watching somebody deteriorate, but it's almost like they're lying to themselves about it because they don't want to address it and then it's going to bust out this whole thing. So they're just going to let this person talk their shit, run their mouth, right? Like they're fucking innocent about everything. And that unfortunately somehow is affecting you because you're a part of that slander. You're a part of that gossiping or interference or some way, right? When this person is fucking diseased, for all we know, they're not even saying the fucking story. Like I said, I don't think that they're recalling or saying the story the way that it truly happened. So it's almost like they could just be now making shit up. And it's like, and then they burn the house down, and now, you know, like, I guess it was all fine and all fun and games when they were sitting around and lying about you and making up stories about you and then not remembering. But now they, you know, not remembering to turn off a stove, not remembering that you left something burning, that's a whole different story. So now it's like, again, like I try to say, ignorance is not bliss. You see somebody slipping down a very slippery slope. Okay, if you don't fucking stop them, if this is Everest, they're going down, they ain't never coming back. Okay, a fucking slide down a very steep slope hill is death. Okay, and like I said, these people could have been very close to fucking death because maybe they were both passed out. Maybe the husband wasn't home or some shit, or maybe he was across the street and the fucking wife passed out. And right, it's like serious people could have gotten fucking damaged here. If maybe this night wasn't awake or across the street or out with friends and came home and caught that there was something. You know, you see that a lot on movies. These people will come over, right, or they'll get home and the house is burning down, or like the stove is caught on fire or something. And they're like, what the fuck? And the person's like in the bath with their headphones on and, you know, completely oblivion to what the fuck's going on in the house. And you're like, we could have just lost everything and you're just up here listening to music in the bath? Good job, Mom. Okay, like, they can't guilt trip this. Scarecrow. And the thing is, they can't guilt trip it so bad, they're fucking shitting their pants. They're scared. Okay, because now whatever it is that they've done, it's not a crutch anymore. It's serious. People could have got killed. That's a little different than telling some fucking pathetic lies. Okay. Again, all fun and games until all of a sudden their shit gets affected. Look at that gossiping about you. I fucking told us so for somebody. That's your affirmation. Definitely gossiping, and they got caught. Okay, talking shit. And then Mother Nature's wrath. Mother Nature's gonna strike back. And you know, okay, so I had a vision, and it's coming back. Okay, so I had this vision of somebody driving, and a fucking, look at when shit hits the fan, a fucking branch falls on like an SUV. And it's Mother Nature. It's when shit hits the fan. It's when you have fucked up so bad that Mother Nature hurts you. Okay, and slaps you in the face. And you know what, Cindy, when she first moved into the house that I've never seen 10 years ago with my father, she was doing some gardening, and it was right after she whipped her dick out and hit me in the face with it like usual and had to be fucking Cindy like a fucking cunt. She was cleaning under a pine tree, and a branch whipped her right in the eye and actually scratched the surface of her cornea. She had to have eye surgery. Fucking bitch. Okay, that's what you get. Okay, there's the song card, and then marijuana and path. Okay, and then there's the Blair Witch, private property. Okay, and somebody's coming back to life. They're being avenged. Okay, because of what these people, somebody has talked so much shit that now the path is going to be cleared. Your name is going to get cleared with that, and they're going to get taken out because they're not allowed to fucking talk shit about you anymore. They cannot destroy your name anymore. Okay, it's almost like you're blocked off, like magic is protecting you now. It's protecting your borders, it's protecting your house, it's protecting you, and they're going to get dick smacked by a fucking big giant branch. Okay, and something's going to come down on their car. That's the exact vision. They're driving. I don't know if it's like raining out or if it's, I don't know. All I saw is the simulation of somebody driving and this fucking branch falling just at the exact time, you know, like as it comes down, it's just like, and it hits that front windshield. And because the momentum of the car being brought forward, the two branches, okay, it's like two branches come into the car and literally take out both people. Okay, it was a very fucking vivid but yet very real vision that I saw. Okay. And it was very played out, like that was orchestrated divine timing. And how I know that is real, I just got confirmation. When I was homeless, when my sister and I were homeless, my sister was so hungry one night, but we only had a little bit of gas left, and it was winter, right? So we were trying to conserve the gas in the car to give us a little bit of heat. But Courtney was so hungry that I had to take her to the store. I felt like she was going to die. So I'm like, okay, we're going to go to the store. We had like $15 to our name. And as we drove to the gas station, okay, we were at the gas station, store I put a little bit of gas in the tank. I put like $5 of gas in the tank to get us back to the Crown land that we were living on in my car. And in that time, a fucking blizzard came through that road. And suddenly, as I'm driving back, okay, I'm just catching the tail end of this thing that just drove through, and all of these trees are on the road that I just drove through 5 minutes before that, maybe 10. We stopped. All of a sudden, it was a very small community, and all of a sudden, all these men, okay, were starting to clear everything. And then this one tree came out of nowhere, again, because we were just catching the tail end of this thing, okay, but men just got out of their trucks so quick to clear the road. It was insane how fast some of these men worked during this like little cyclops thing that happened. And a branch and a huge tree, not a branch, a huge tree flew right in front of my car. And I didn't have to hit the brakes or nothing. Okay. And thank God I didn't, because there was like sleet on the road, right? It was an awful, I don't know where the storm came from, but it was like we just stayed in this beautiful pocket, okay, of energy, because we weren't on the Mother Nature spectrum of needing to get a lesson learned. Okay. We just needed to make it to and from, okay, this our little spot without dying. And it's like we were just guided there and back. It was incredible. Like trees were falling as I was driving by, but just missing us. It was divine. It was perfect. So the fact that that's the analogy that's coming in, okay, and when shit hits the fan and it's mother and you're on the bad side of that, I would be scared. And I wasn't scared. I was driving. I'm a very, very good driver. I trust myself. I knew my car at the time. I had that car for 10 years. I knew exactly how it drove. I know exactly how it drives in every temperature. Okay. And I was just, like I said, guided right back. I don't even think I had snow tires. Okay. Guided right back. And it was literally a miracle. And like I said, if you're on the bad spectrum of that, if you're on the bad side of that, it is not going to work out well. Okay, so take it how it resonates, people. And yeah, happy to be here. Happy to channel for you. I'm going to get going. Pardon me, I'm going to get going. 1:09:09 I just caught on the clock. So take that as divine if you want to. Okay. We do have personal readings going on. I will be cranking the price in 2 weeks. Okay. For personal readings, it's going to be a lot harder to get in touch with me. So the prices are going to be, increased drastically. So get on the cheap readings while you can, if you want. If not, just ride this bitch out, okay, and get all the freebies that you can. Obviously, there was like 4 messages today. I hope it resonated, okay? And, yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll be around tomorrow. I'm not quite sure, but I am pretty sure, but again, don't know. So make sure you put that notification on, and thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for liking. Thank you so much for appreciating, and supporting this channel. And all of you have a great day. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. Peace out. Okay. See you later, Holistic. Nice to see you again, buddy.